Well, hey folks, how you doing? This is E-FLITE coming to you from the man cave. All right, well, hello transmitter. We're going to unbox and put together and then do the radio setup on the all-new E-FLITE SPORTIX 1.1 meter. All right, picked it up at my local hobby shop, actually at Hobby Town there in Brandon, Florida. And we're going to put it together and work all that magic. All right, we're coming back through there on a little bit after visiting some family, and we stopped in there and I said I want that, and I bought it, and there you go. So $269, and your price is $269, my price was $269, and so there you go. Well, in the description of the video we'll have all the plane specs and everything, and also everything we did. We're going to be changing our format just a little bit here on that guy. On this particular plane, we're going to do unbox and build, and then we'll do a radio setup, okay, all in one video, okay? All right. And then we'll do, actually, no, I'm sorry, let me back that up. I said that wrong. We're going to unbox and build, or assembly. This is an assembly. No, it's not a build. It's an assembly. Okay? And then the radio setup and the maiden video we'll do together. More than likely go over the radio setup after the flight. That way the rates and everything I flew in were proven. All right, everything, of course, is like all E-FLITE and Arrows and all these planes. Everything is packed so you can throw it off the back of a truck. Each piece individually protected. If you want to understand, this is a completely toolless, screwless, glueless assembly. Very nice color. Got lights. Look at the contrast between the white and the yellow. That is going to be very helpful for orientation. Yellow is just a great color anyways. Now the white is not painted, okay, just so you know. And looks like we actually have CA hinges with foam reinforcement. So you got a pinch hinge and CA hinges, so there's no need to reinforce that. That is in good shape. Okay. Again, the entire wing wrapped in its own little foam sandwich. Ball links are already on there, and they're, you know what? These are metal ball links, hard, heavy-duty plastic clevis, but the ball link itself is metal. So make sure that ball link's on there all the way. Yeah. Always make sure, lots of times they leave it just barely on there just so you can check your in case you do adjustments, but I'm going to trust it. Go ahead and pop it down the rest of the way. So I can always, helps to use a tool like this. This is a actual ball link tool. Yeah, see, that went down there all the way. Very nice. Very, very nice. Very nice. Elevator or horizontal stabilizer. Already, yeah, that connect pieces together. Metal ball link. Again, you've got CA hinges with nylon, or CA hinges with a pinch foam hinge in there. Now, don't worry about that cracking that you see in the paint. That's okay because you've still got the CA hinge in there, so that's fine. That you're going to take apart. Okay. Very nice propeller. That is a 10 by 5 white, solid white propeller. Okay. Got our very nice. Oh, this is all metal. This is not plastic. This is hard metal gear. These tires are squishy. Look at that. Oh, that's wonderful. That's wonderful that they got some give to them. Probably similar to what they put on the tube. That's gonna probably similar to what they put in the new 70 millimeter Viper. They put the new squishy tires on. I don't have that particular plane as of yet. I mean, I have the 90, and hopefully very soon be getting the 64. See, we actually, here it is, what, the 7th of September, 7th of January, and we still haven't had our Christmas yet. We're waiting for my son and his girlfriend to come home, and then we're going to have our Christmas. So I've still got planes and things underneath the tree that I don't know what they are. My wife has given me hints, but I don't know what they are. I know there's 3 very obvious plane boxes underneath the tree, but I don't know what they are. So I'm hoping one of them is the E-FLITE Viper 64 millimeter. I'm hoping anyways. All right. Now, one thing you're going to need to do, because you got to put your prop on there, you're going to need to take the prop off, or the spinner off. Let's get our oversized plane stand here. Okay. And I'm going to assume that inside is all my everything I need. Okay, AR631 in there. Okay, your wing spar and your tail spar are back there. Again, CA hinges, mechanical hinges on there. Okay. All right, let's get this off of here first. Looks like a Phillips head screwdriver. We'll take that off of there. Oh, well, you know that's not going to reach. Okay. All right. You're going to need a 2 millimeter hex drive to remove the screw holding that spinner in. Okay, so go ahead and just leave that in there. Just leave the screw in there. Okay, just so you show you what it looks like. Okay, just leave that in there. So let that sit back in there. It's got some Loctite on it. Just go ahead and leave it in the spinner so you don't lose it. Leave the prop off for now. Okay, turn your model over, and in the model you're going to see 4 hex drive screws already screwed in there. Go ahead and get in there with that 2 millimeter hex drive tool that you'll have to provide yourself, and go ahead and remove them. I highly suggest, so you don't lose magnetic trays, because I have lost enough screws and I got enough screws loose that I don't need any more. Okay. Now I know I could make like a shorts video and do this really, really quick, but then you wouldn't be able to appreciate the entire process. This is all you're going to... Oh, and there is Loctite already on these screws, so be aware of that. Okay. And there should be a plate. There should be a plate. There it is. There's that plate, backing plate. Remove that backing plate. Take your landing gear. And if you notice, that's already keyed as to how it fits in there. It's only going to fit one way. It's kind of obvious. The wheel pants point towards the back of the plane. Set that right back in there. Put this, this is shaped, so it only fits a certain way. And then just put your screws back in there. I love the fact that we got soft wheels now. That is a huge help. Now, one pro tip on putting, anytime you're putting these kind of into foam and stuff, put it in there nice and snug with the power of your hand, and then when you get it hit bottom, take your 2 fingers, just your 2 fingers, and about a half a turn, okay? Because that gives you just enough torque and just enough strength not to strip it out, but to make sure you got a good tight seal. If you use your whole hand, you're probably hear a cracking sound, and that's plastic. Okay? And that means you broke something. That's why I say just use your 2 fingers. Okay, that goes in there like that. And that's in there. All right. Turn your attention now to your tail. All right, you've got in your kit, got your tail wheel. Okay. If you see how that is keyed, see it has a key on there. Okay. If you look on the tail, on the end of the rudder, see that place there? Kind of obvious how that's going to fit in. And that's exactly what it does. This is meant to be a super fast assembly. Now, I'm going to support the bottom of this with my hand. I'm going to let this slide down in there. I'm going to hold it, and I'm going to press it in with but I'm holding onto it. Okay. There, and that just fits in there. I mean, that is a very tight friction fit. Okay. I'm going to put the model back on the stand like this. Okay, we're going to reach on the here's the other thing. If you look inside the model, you've got your big wing spar, and then you look at the back. Let me undo this battery strap here. But also in there, see back in there? See right there? That's your wing spar for your tail. Okay. Obvious hole. See right there? That hole. I'm going to fit that wing spar through there. Just like that. I'm going to take each half. Now look, you've got locking tabs, okay, on both sides. Okay. The side that has the rudder connection is going to be the side that does not have the control arm on the bottom of your horizontal horizontal stabilizer. Feed that onto that tube. Okay, line it up in the groove there. You should hear a little click, maybe. Okay, yeah, it's in there. It's very, very subtle. Okay, on the other side, okay, let me get this where you can. On the other side, over here, I'm going to line. This is the side that has the arm there. Okay, has the arm there. That's the side that has that right there. Has the clevis. Okay, or the push rod, or what do you want to call it. Okay, and those 2 halves are keyed. Okay, we'll fit that together. Make sure. There, hear that click? There. That's in there. That ain't coming off. Okay? Okay. Now, at this time, this is how much, I know it's not a good practice, but I trust E-FLITE in their models and this sort of thing. I'm going to trust that servo is already centered on that rudder or the elevator. Okay, so work your hinge a little bit. Okay, see what I'm doing right here? I'm going to press the ball link together, just like I did on the wing. Okay. It helps if you have one of these tools. You don't have to have them, but they are nice. There. And that's on there. Okay? Your tail is now assembled. Okay? Turn our attention to our wing. We'll take your main spar. Okay? Got the hole there. Okay? Push that through there. You've got these locking tabs. Make sure they're all the way up, because they just screw down. Okay? Take one wing, line it up in the wing spar there. Obvious how it goes. Well, you know what? I'm trying to do this and film. Alright, let's get that in there. Wing spar all the way in. Grab my other wing spar, or my other wing. Okay. Slide that on. You'll see these locking tabs inside there, how it lines up. It's obvious. Okay, so it has a obvious stopping point, and now you're looking for these here. These tabs. You push them in, turn them. Push them in, and turn them. Okay. Now, so when they're running with the width of the wing, when the end of these tabs are running with the wing is locked in place. Okay. Let me prove it to you. Turn the wing over. Okay. That wing is not coming off. Now, if I want to remove the wing, I'm going to press down and turn, and that pops back up. Press down and turn, and now that wing should slide right off. See? Put it back in there. See how it's the end of this tab has a little key on there. Let me see if you get a little closer. You can see it. It's running this way. See it right there? Okay. I'm going to push the wing all the way in. I'm going to press down and turn it. And now that wing's off. This one, see? The wing will slide off of there. Put it in there. I'm going to press down, turn it, and now that wing is on there. Okay, I keep hitting the pits up there. Put the canopy on there. Okay. This little wing spar that came was just for packing. That's not for use. Okay. Going to take your prop. Now we don't have a battery in here yet. Take the nut off of there.
Inactivity.
Yes, yes. My computer's going, my transmitter going, hey, we're not doing anything. Okay. Slide the washer off. Slide the prop on. And just so you know, you'll see the back of the prop that has these like little keys, or these little raised ridges. That's the side. If you look, there's like accepting ridges on there. That's the side that goes in. That kind of locks that prop in. Put the washer on first. Then put that nut. Okay. On there. Okay. Grab yourself a, however way, just whatever, locking, a hex drive, or whatever you want to use. I use a good pair of pliers. And just get that nice. You might have to hold the motor a little bit with your finger, but it'll lock in place. When it starts denting into your hand, that's tight enough. Okay. Remember, we left that 2mm hex drive screw in there. So fish back in there where you got to hold it with your hex drive. Okay. And that should just thread right in there. Now don't go crazy tightening that down, because that is a metal screw going into a metal shaft of the prop, but between that is the black plastic housing for the back of that spinner, this nose. If you tighten it down too much, guess what you'll do? You'll crack it. Okay, so just there, get down there snug, and then just take the end of your fingers, just tighten it down, okay? And that, folks, is in complete, very simple assembly of the all-new E-FLITE, E-FLITE, man, E-FLITE. The E-FLITE SPORTIX, okay, 1100 millimeter. She's completely put together. Oh, one thing we need to do real quick before we go any further. Remember about these ball links? Let's make sure, okay, that these ball links are completely seated all the way down. Okay, and what I mean by that is if you look, you can see the whole half of the ball link standing through there. Now let's see what these other ones are like that. Okay, the one on the rudder has not been seated all the way. So let me get an angle where you can see it with the camera. If you look, you're looking at the top here. Okay, see how you can only see, if I get closer there. See how that top of that ball link is just barely, you can see a little bit of it. All right, let me click that into place, and you'll be able to tell a before and after sort of deal. That's the rudder ball link. All right. Now, look at the noticeable difference. See how much of that ball you can see through there now? You can see that entire brass colored ball now. I couldn't see that before. Okay, let's take a look at the elevator. Okay. Yeah, now that one's seated all the way. You can kind of see it. See that you can see the whole half moon shape there. If it wasn't seated all the way, it would just kind of be, you could just barely see. You could just be barely able to see any of the metal on this side. It would just see, you just see this white here, and you just see a little bit of metal. But now that's fully seated, so I know that that's all the way on there. So all four of my ball links are nice and seated and ready to rock and roll. All right, folks. Well, there you go. That is the E-FLITE SPORTIX, ready for programming. We'll be, when we do the maiden flight, we'll be doing it on a 4S 30C Smart Pack, and then we'll be doing it on a 3S 30C Smart Pack. That way we'll show the differences. I'm going to assume it'll probably perform pretty much the same way, just not as fast, it's not as much torque, and not enough raw power as it will on the 4S. So, but we need to see, you know, both. All right, so the next video you're going to see on this plane with me will be the maiden flight, along with the complete radio setup that we'll go over after the flight. That way you get to see the fun stuff, and then I'll share all my rates and everything with you that had just happened in the flight, and that way you'll know that those rates and everything are proven. And don't forget, in the description of this video will be all the plane specs and everything about it. All right, thank you so much for watching. God bless each and every one of y'all. Y'all have a good one, and don't forget, faith, family, and friends. And then SPORTIX from E-FLITE, and God is good. Bye-bye.